I just wanted to drop some bonus content on you. Something came to mind yesterday after I released a video, and so I wanted to discuss it with you. My real core followers, the people who actually understand what my message is about. A lot of times on YouTube, random people come in and they disrupt the conversation. So I want to make something clear to you guys so that you can get the most out of my content, out of my coaching, and whatever other content and coaching that you receive from the world outside of me, outside of the Kev Hick arena. There's a difference between the people who grow, improve, evolve, learn, and start to thrive, right? There's a difference between those people and the people who stay in the same place, doing the same things, and really receiving the same results, okay? The difference is the ability to listen and the commitment to growth over victimhood, okay? This isn't about victim blaming. If something's been done against you, you're validated. You're well within your right to feel how you feel about it. What I would never suggest as a coach, right, as a mentor to some, is sitting in that victimhood and holding on to that as reason not to move forward or not to make adjustments. Sometimes I give you inconvenient truths on my channel, right? There are things that are happening. There are things that are realities or dualities that people have to navigate. They might not be convenient. Just because I mention what some men believe or what some men think or what men in general think doesn't mean I agree with it. Doesn't mean I wish it were so, right? But I still give you guys the honest truth because it's what will move you forward in life. Okay, some people are so committed to their victimhood and it becomes a little bit narcissistic. If y'all look at my comment section, the comment section is full of women who are rejecting my information, rejecting the facts so that they can proceed within this realm of being right. But you can be right or you can be happy. And to be happy, you have to grow, you have to evolve, you have to change what you've contributed to your life to get a different result. Some things that we have to navigate as people are not fair, right? Some things that we have to navigate as people aren't right. We shouldn't have to. Some standards are doubled. I get that. You still have to navigate this. I've given game on this channel for 600 plus videos on how to navigate those inconvenient truths and those unfair realities that we all encounter from time to time. The difference between the women who get that information, who thrive from receiving that information, is as simple as this. Accept the information, whether or not you agree or disagree. None of it is about agreeing and disagreeing. It's about providing a perspective and then figuring out what to do with that perspective, how to apply it to you or to ignore it if it doesn't apply to you. Every video doesn't apply to everybody, and every piece of advice doesn't necessarily connect. But the worst thing you can do is worry so much about agreeing with the voice that you're hearing that you fail to receive the message and you continue in the same destructive patterns. The need for being validated in where you sit can't be bigger than the need to grow and evolve and thrive. Of course, some things are unfair, but that doesn't mean you still don't have to navigate them. That doesn't mean you still don't have to move and survive some of this stuff. Some belief systems are just native to most men, right? That doesn't make me red pill for giving you those ideas. That doesn't mean I agree with some of these things, right? But there are also standards that don't help men. There are also traumas that affect men daily, right? If you're so stuck in your victimhood of men and what you've received from men that you don't see them as human, that they're subhuman to you, that they don't deserve grace, that they don't deserve compassion, right? And when I say they, I'm speaking about the decent men, the good people who just happen to be men. When you can't see beyond your own trauma to have empathy and grace for anybody of the opposite sex because you've been hurt, part and parcel because of your decision making and your choosing, and what you've allowed to happen to you over and over again, what you've accepted in your relationships, when you've lost your compassion, you've lost the ability to grow and to evolve. What I want for you, my patrons, my channel members, is constant growth, constant evolution. You can acknowledge an unfair truth. You can hear an unfair truth, but still do what's necessary with the information to be smarter and wiser with it. Not so stuck in your ego or stuck in your opinion or interpreting things emotionally that you can't get it, you don't grow, you don't evolve, and you get the same result you've always gotten, and then you blame whomever has victimized you before. Of course, the things that happen to us shouldn't have happened, right? Of course, we've been victimized. Of course, things are unfair. But you can be right or you can be happy. I've never posted any video in support of the terrible things that happen to women, or men for that matter. But if you have to hear me say something bad about men to receive the information, you're probably too far gone and you need to take a seat. Take a break from dating if you have no empathy left in your heart. Take a break from dating if everything seems like a threat. Most of the time, the women I encounter who have difficulty just receiving information, who have difficulty having empathy, who have difficulty having understanding for not just the experiences of women, but the human experience, and then the experiences of men too. Most of those women have a lot of problems growing and evolving and changing their behavior because they've never actually put the responsibility back on them to change the result. My stepdad used to always tell me, boy, you can't change the world. Seems like demoralizing advice, but it's realistic. His point was, you can change you. Worry about you. Be great. Be the best you can be. Be the smartest, wisest version of you can be. Once you've done the things to improve you, your decisions, what you accept and what you give to people, the results you give and the results you receive will change as well. They always say 10% of life is what happens to you, 90% is how you respond to it. Please don't fall into the narcissistic victimhood that many women fall into that disallows them from receiving information and moving wiser simply because they want someone else to be blamed for their experience. Of course, someone else is to blame. But beyond that, something still has to be done. Those who move swiftly enough to take action and make change see the improvements that they seek. Those who need to agree to receive wisdom carve out a path for their own destruction. You can be a victim and still be dead ass wrong. And that's what a lot of those women in the comment section don't understand. There are multiple dualities at play. You can be the victim and still need to improve. You can be the victim and still partially responsible. Even if it was just 30% your fault, what happened to you? A 30% improvement is better than a 0% improvement. You're committing yourself to more trauma, needing to agree with the concepts that I'm speaking about. When I'm giving you a male perspective, it's not for you to agree with. Most of you understand that, but you'll notice in the comment section that goes over everyone's heads. As soon as they hear a male perspective, they stop listening and start inferring and imagining and interpreting and messages that aren't even in the video. Be a student of life. Not to insult those women, but they are so committed to their perspective that they won't allow themselves to grow. You have to leave your ego and your perspective behind long enough to hear the other realities out here. I suspect most of you are doing this. Have a great day. I just want to let you all know that my 3-month coaching program is back for couples and singles. My Stay Together program and my Love Ready programs are both back for couples and singles. So if you're interested in those programs, text the word love to 614-254-6633. For many of you singles who are not familiar, the Love Ready program is designed to clarify your goals and values, build your self-confidence, enhance your communication with men, overcome your dating challenges, help you learn from your past experiences, develop sharper dating skills, manage setbacks and rejection, be accountable to your goals, break destructive patterns, save time, and empower yourself to a better dating and love experience. That's what the program is designed for. Now, how I do that is custom depending on the person. There's no cookie cutter class that I give to everyone. In my program, we find out what your challenges are and we work from there. In the program, you get 8-hour-long phone calls or video calls and unlimited text messages for the whole 3-month duration to keep in contact with me while you try to navigate dating. As far as the costs go with the Affirm payment plan, the program can be as cheap as $89 a month for you. So it's not designed to break the bank, just to help. So if you'd like to have me on call around the clock for the next 3 months, text the word love to 614-254-6633. And if you know a couple struggling in a relationship, my Stay Together program is designed to get them back on the same page and reconnect on every level. So again, if you are in a failing relationship or you know a couple in a failing relationship, tell them to text the word love to 614-254-6633.